So a couple of days ago, I went to New York with my friends, with my friend and my brother. Um, we just, I guess, wanted to have a good time in New York. But when we were coming back, there was a there was a palm and tarot reading, a little stand nearby, and I was like, "Yo, we have 1 hour till we gotta go back to the train station." And I was like, "Why not?" And I told my friends, and I was like, "Yo, we should go." And they were like, "Okay, okay, okay, bet." And that's what we did. We went inside, and this lady opens. Just this short like white lady. She looked white. So I was like, since it was kind of my idea, I was like, yo, let me go first. Besides the other ones, like they kind of went more for me. So I go in. She starts with my hands. She tells me to put my hands like this, right in front of her face, and she just stares at my hands. And the whole time, I'm just thinking, like, yo, it's just I wonder what's gonna happen, because it was the first time I ever done anything like that before. So this lady's looking at my hands. You have people against you. People, you got bad energy on you, and she starts saying some other stuff basically that it made me wonder, like, yo, how did she know that? And it started too when I think she did like a tarot card reading. It's like when she pulled a bunch of cards out, and each one had like these different pictures. There was like a goat. There was one that looked like Buddha. There was one that had like a woman. And I thought she was waiting for me to choose one or something like that. But instead, she just looked at them, and somehow, based off of that, she she predicted my life or what I've been through. She didn't even predict. Should have just told me things that there's no way she could have known. And it started with my dad's company. Um, my dad has a company, and she knew that. She said she told me that people were jealous of my dad. But the point is, she said a lot of crazy stuff. Which here, actually, let me pull it up. Might as well read. It was the 19th when I went to go see that lady. Now in here, it's not an order the way she told me this stuff, but it was based off of what I remembered, because by the time I was writing this down, I was already in the train station. But whatever, I'm taking too long. Let me just read what it said. She said she told me that someone was jealous of me and they placed a negative energy. And I asked her like what type of energy. She said like witchcraft. And she also said that they're jealous of my dad and his company. Now let me tell you, when she told me this, I was like, I couldn't even process it. I was like, yo, there's no way. Like, the stuff is real then. Like, there's no way she would have known that. How did she know that? And there's no explanation, unless, rather than people really do have abilities in this world, supernatural abilities. And there's no denying it. Whatever though. The other thing she told me was that I shouldn't tell my brother about what she told me, because she knew that my brother is skeptical, and she told me that he could be negative, and she just told me to just be preferable to not tell him. She also told me to trust her and guard the rocks she gave me, because I forgot she gave me rocks to put under my bed to absorb this energy, this negative energy. And she also told me that I'm skeptical, which is kind of weird though, because I consider myself a believer. But if she says I guess I'm skeptical, then I guess I am. I don't even know, man. She also told me that I live in the present and I'm a good person, and I have a reason for being here in this life. Also, that we were destined to meet. I'll get more into that later. Um, she also told me that I have never truly experienced love and that I have been alone for a while and that I'm anticipating for love, which I don't know, I guess. Yeah, sure, I guess. But I guess it's kind of awkward when someone tells you that. She also told me that I'm scared. Scared of what exactly? I don't even know. But I guess I don't know. I guess I am scared. Plus the feeling I have, it just sounds like a real reason for it, which is weird. She also told me that something big will happen in the next month or two. She said some good things, but she was also, I guess, referring to some bad things as well. Remember though, Eric, it's just about how you deal with it. I know it's easy to say right now, but remember, Eric, it is all about how you deal with this bad stuff, right? Now, to give you context about my dad, he's also gonna go to Mexico soon, and she knew that as well. She's like, when she was reading my cards, she said, "Your dad is going somewhere. Where's it going?" And that's the second thing that blew my mind. I was like, "There's no way. How does she know this stuff, bro?" It's like, bro, it's like you have to understand. That's not normal. That is not normal. How can you, how can you even like think about that? That's insane to me. She also told me that I have a gift. She says that this gift, she told me that this gift is to help others. And when she told me that, I was like, "Get your ass out of here, bro! What the fuck? How is that a gift? How the fuck?" It's her. She texted me. No fucking way. But anyways, I was like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how that's a gift, but whatever. She also said something about me having a pure heart. Bro, like, the fuck? How is that a gift? I don't know. Let's continue. She told me to trust her. I'll get onto this later. She also told me that I'm gonna have my own property soon and that I deserve it. So that's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. So far everything she's saying is true. So yeah. Anyways, she also told me that I've been thinking about buying a car, which I guess I have. I've been thinking about buying a muscle car, but I don't really need it. But then she told me that I will end up buying a car, which I don't know why I would want to buy a car. Cause then my dad's going back to Mexico, and he says he's gonna leave us his truck. So why would I need to buy a car? Um, but yeah, that's basically all she said. Now let me touch on to why this stuff kind of depressed me a little bit. Now, after hearing all of this stuff, she mentioned that I actually have some negative energy. Again, somebody placed witchcraft on me. Someone envious of me. Someone jealous of me, of my family, my man family, my dad. And she told me that uh this curse, you could say it, has been placed on me a couple of years ago. That's been years. And guess what? I've been feeling kind of down for the past 4 years. I can think of it. It all started 4 years ago. So, does that add up? Is that just a coincidence? Um, and trust me, bro. 4 years ago, I used to be a very different person. Um, I don't know. maybe I guess I was happier. I don't know. I guess it was just different. I don't know. But the thing is, I do wish to be healthy. Sometimes I get these mood swings, and it makes me feel like, yo, when will I get back to normal? When will I get to feel that peace, that sense of tranquility that I had 4 years ago? So once you told me about this negative energy, um, I was like, yo, how do I get rid of it then? And that's when she told me that she could help me with that for a price. She told me it was gonna be 400, and I don't know. I guess that's another learning lesson I gotta work on too. Cause I was like, okay, fine, let's do it, without even thinking about it. So that was my first mistake, without even not even thinking it through, thinking it over. But what's done is done. She told me to come back tomorrow to get cleansed, and that's what I do. But I tell my dad about this because my dad is also a big believer in all this stuff, and I told her about the about the stuff she told me, and he was like, "No way, this lady actually knows stuff," and he wanted to see her with his own eyes. But when we get there, I go there first. It's my turn because she was gonna cleanse me, and she tells me, "You know what? No, you wait outside. Let me talk to your dad." And I was like, "All right." So I step outside. I'm just chilling for like about an hour. These guys were I don't even know what they're talking about. But I come out and my dad looks disappointed. And I recognize his face when he's disappointed. And I was like, "Daddy, okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." He said, "Go in now. I think she's calling you now." And I was like, "Okay." And that was my first, I guess you could say, red flag. I go in there and she starts telling me all this stuff about how bad this negative energy is. And I gotta get rid of it. She recommends as soon as possible, immediately. And I'm like, okay, sure, let's do it. That's why I'm here. And then she just looks at me. She's like, and I'm like, yo, so are you gonna cleanse me? And she says, I was hoping your dad would have talked to you about this. And I was like, about what? And she says, you, your brother, and your dad have this curse. I was hoping all three of you could get this cleanse and get rid of it altogether. And that's when she says that it will be 3,000 each person. And that right there fucked me up, man. Because what went through my head was this lady has, let's just say, a gift. It's a gift of helping. She has a gift of fixing you, of cleansing you. But she has no interest in your well-being. She's only doing it for the money. And I'm telling you that when she told me this, like, I guess I just something inside of me just broke, because I was like, bro, like, today's day and age, like, there's no more helping anymore. There's no more helping. People just don't help no more. No, could that be my gift? Damn, that's interesting. But at the end of that conversation, I was like, she ended up convincing me to do it just for myself, and I was gonna do it. I was gonna pay the 3,000. She she also told me to buy this candle that was like maybe this big. Uh, you know how much this candle costs? 1,000. $1,000, bro. And I guess it's not about the money, bro. It's not about the money, but it's about, let's just saying, you have the ability to help somebody, but you don't even look at them as a person anymore. You see them as a way to get money off of them. So at the end, I was like, yo, is this lady actually trying to help me, or is she just trying to get money out of me? And that right there, that brought back all the doubt I had. Every single doubt feeling I had just came back. And I just couldn't look at her the same way no more. I couldn't look at her as the lady that was trying to help me out. I only saw her as a woman, a stingy woman, trying to make another, another woman, just another person, just trying to leech off money from you. But whatever. um, the point of the story is, I like my dad said, you have the answer inside of you. You don't need to look externally for any answer. And I think maybe that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find an answer outside. And let's just say maybe you can find answers um, externally, but in today's day and age, it's just harder. And with the overconsumption of information, you just don't even know what's true or not anymore. So I told this lady at the end that I just texted her actually today. I told her, nah, I'm good, you know. I don't want to I don't want to proceed because it's either I put in all my faith in this lady or just I don't trust her. And from the way it was going, I just wasn't trusting her no more. Um so the only thing left is I guess I'll still have that negative energy in me, that curse you could say. But hey man, if I've had it for the past 4 years, if my dad has had it his whole life, and he's still good, and I'm still good, then I can keep going, and I'll find a way to get rid of it, my own way. And I do have a couple ideas, experiments, and ways to do this, but I'm not gonna spend stupid money. It maybe if she would have like not made it about the money. I don't even know. I'm so confused. But whatever, man. Um, let's see what she texted me actually. Let's see. Hi Eric, thank you for getting back to me and letting me know. I do wish you the best with everything. Sorry we couldn't work together, but you did not fully commit my service to do a refund. Oh my fucking goodness, bro. This bitch isn't gonna give me my money back? I gave her a down deposit, 500 for a fucking candle. And she's not gonna give my money back. Bro, fucking stingy, bro. Fucking stingy. But hey, man, I guess I saved myself another two 2 grand. Um, Man, bro, there be some really stingy people in this world. But hey, what can you do about it, right? Man, fuck this lady,